what's up guys? So today I went with Steph to go get some parts so we could wire in the battery. So I went and I got about 10 feet of 1 gauge wire. I just put this end on there so we can connect it. We got, what else we got? I'll show you. So we got this awesome battery box that I actually thought was a bait tote for fishing, but no, it turns out it's an actual battery box that's just in the fishing aisle. So went and got that from Canadian Tire. Went and got some fittings, some self-tappers and washers. Went and got these attachments so I could put the self-tappers and stuff like that, so I can drill them in. And I'm gonna put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in there. Battery will sit in there, and then it has these squares cut out in the corners so that when you put it on top, the cables can run out through here, which is honestly perfect. So once the battery goes in there, and then it comes with this tie down, so we'll use that as well. But right now we're going to have to place this in there and see. I already have garbage in there, and see if like where I should put it. Honestly, like I was gonna put it over there, but looking at it, it just looks so much easier to put it here. So I might just put it here. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put it here, run it down along the side here through the firewall and into there. The only thing is, this goes from here, has a split in here to the fuse box, and then the other end goes to the starter. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to do it the other way around. I'm going to run it to the fuse box and then use this wire to run it from the fuse box to the starter. So because I feel like it's more important that the wire goes straight to the fuse box instead of straight to the starter. So yeah, I'm gonna start self-tappering box in, and then grab the battery and see where we stand on that. All right, battery box screwed in. It's not going nowhere. So I'm letting the battery charge right now. So what I'm gonna do, cut this and get it to length and get ready to put it onto the fuse panel. Okay, so I took the battery, put it in so I could see how far that need to go. So I'm running it along here, along the side, up here, behind the cage, up behind here, and through that grommet in the firewall. And then over here, I'm running it over, testing to see if this fitting fits, and I'm gonna cut it, get that on, attach it to here, and we'll power to here. And then once that is on, then I can put the starter in, and then once the starter's in, once the starter's in, because I'm gonna do that right now because I went and got bolts for it today, I can connect the ground, and then I can see where I can run the power cord. Well, I'll show you. I'm gonna grab it. So this is the factory one. So I'm gonna run it. I'm gonna put it onto the starter, and then I'm gonna see whether I can run it under the oil pan and through the front, or if it's easier just to go above the bell housing and over there to the fuse box. And then once that's on, then the wiring is done, and then we can put the fuel pressure regulator right here without that plug being there. And then once that's on, then I can measure to see how long I need these lines and what fittings I should use. And then, yeah, and then once those are done, then we're gonna go to Ryan's and we're gonna make the fuel lines. And then once the fuel lines are made, put some oil in it, and then we can turn it on and start making sure that all the connectors are hooked up. Because once all the connectors are hooked up, then we can try and start it, give it a couple cranks so that the oil sloshes around in there, and then crank her over and see if she runs. So I'm gonna go underneath the car right now and I'm gonna put that starter in. Okay, so the battery's all wired up now. So battery's in there. Just around the ground, just to this bolt here, where the seats used to be bolted in. Ran this along here like I showed you guys, up there through the firewall, up here and to here, and then I connected in the same in the same one of these, right? I just got this at Lordco. It was like $5 or something. Connect the same thing that goes all the way down to the starter. So to make sure that the ground was good, I checked from the positive terminal to that end of the ground, like to where that bolt is, and it shows a connection, so that's good. From here, I tested the power from here and grounded it out here, and it got 12.8. And then same thing with the starter. See if you guys can, so that's the starter right there, and you can see that right there, that's the positive. I put the positive side on there, grounded it out to the body, not to the body of the starter, but to the body of the car. Read 12.8, so we're getting power there. So it seems like everything's good on that end. So I think that is it for the battery relocation. I like where it's sitting because right there, it's right behind me by the fire extinguisher. If something goes wrong, I can flip open the cap, disconnect it, or I can grab the fire extinguisher and put it out there, and it runs all along my side. I did like the idea of it being here just because, you know, if I'm there by myself, then there's a little bit of counterweight over here. But if something went wrong, it might be a little bit harder for me to reach it. You know, for me to go across there, you know, with my harness on, with the seat there, and try and disconnect the power if something happened. And then, of course, if something happened here, like if it was shorting here, I wouldn't be able to see it maybe, or to get to it as quick. But that's why the fire extinguisher is right there, just because if something like that happens, then it's, you know, right along here. So yeah, that's it. It's bolted down. That comes with a strap to keep the lid on. Everything seems to be connected properly. I just got to zap strap this up out of the way, away from any of the exhaust manifold, like on this side or on that side, because the last thing I would want is for that to melt and then start shorting. So other than that, that's it. So that's how you relocate a battery in a good old SN95. Yeah, I'm probably gonna end the video right here, just so that, you know, this was more of a battery relocation video, rather than just another day of me working on the car. I will keep working on the car, and I'll update you guys tomorrow, yeah, on like the stuff that I do. We still need to go get the fuel lines made for Ryan, so that I can put the fuel regulator in. Yeah, so we can put the fuel regulator in, then I can plug the computer in, and then once that's all plugged up, then I can start checking the sensors and the connectors, make sure that we're getting power from each thing, make sure starter's working, stuff like that. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button to follow the rest of the channel, hit the bell so that you can see all my latest updates of videos and stuff like that, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace out.